I'm sorry I bumped you, I didn't mean it. Hi, today we're back for another video. I've got my questions ready. You know what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna give you an introduction anyways because that's what a good YouTuber is all about, giving good introductions apparently. I don't know. Not making the video entertaining, absolutely not. Giving good introductions, obviously. So today we're gonna be responding to questions that men are too afraid to ask women. I've got a bunch of them. Some of them, if I recall, are quite dumb, and some of them are more useful. So, okay, this is not the first question that was on the list, but it's kind of funny, and maybe some of you guys need to hear the answer to that one. Again, little disclaimer, obviously I am responding on the behalf of all women, but do know that we're all different at the end of the day. So depending on what type of women you're talking to, the answer may be completely different, but maybe not completely, but not the exact same. So here we go. First question. If I like your Insta pic from 72 weeks ago, is that cute or am I officially creepy? You're not cute. You're more than ever embarrassing and creepy. I mean, yeah, there is a bit of creepiness into that, but you're also very pathetic in my opinion. So I hope that helped. Okay, next question is a more useful one, and in my eyes it's quite a basic answer, but I feel like a lot of men are not aware of the thing that you're supposed to do in this situation. So I'm giving you the answer right now. What should I do when someone's period stain is showing and they seem oblivious to it? So let's say you're on the street and you don't know this woman, but you see she has a period stain and you're like, oh my gosh, kind of want to help out, but is it like too uncomfortable of a situation? Like, I don't even know her, this is a stranger, like how am I supposed to go on about this? Tell her. Even if you're strangers or whatever, go towards her, be polite, be nice, don't seem creepy, don't say anything off-putting, and just be like, you've got a little stain there. Hope that can help, and just retrieve, because then you don't want to use that as an excuse to talk to her or to begin a conversation and maybe like have a date with her or whatever. Like, bitch, the moment you're gonna tell her that, she's just gonna want to find a bathroom somewhere and get her shit together. Basically, it's not a good time to throw flirtatious stuff around. Just let her know, notify her, and then be like, okay, have a nice day, I think there's bathroom over there, if that can help, and that's it. Okay, next question. Again, I thought that the answer to this question was quite basic, but apparently a lot of men are unaware of it. So, are messy buns actually messy, or do you guys plan the mess? Are you guys freaking serious? Do you think this beautiful ass masterpiece sitting on our head is just a creation of God? Like, no, this is very intentional. We plan everything about it, and if you want to know if the girl you're looking at, if you want to know if she has a messy bun or not, just know that this is messy bun. I'm so sorry, Emma, I love you and nothing against you, but just know that this is what it looks like, and if it's intentional, then it looks like this. Okay, next question. This is more like emotionally impactful. Maybe I should respond more to those type of questions. So, next question. When you ghost someone, is it because you don't care, ... or because confrontation feels unbearable? I've already ghosted someone, and honestly, in the moment, I didn't acknowledge that it wasn't the cutest thing to do, obviously, but I'm not gonna lie, when I ghosted this person, how many people have I ghosted in my life? Okay, well, I'm gonna relate it back to the first person that I think I ghosted. I hope it's the first and the only one, but probably not. Anyways, whatever. I kind of ghosted this man because talking it out with him didn't feel like it was valuable of my time. I felt like if I were to pinpoint something down, not that it wouldn't conclude too much, but like it's not even worthy of my energy, you know what I mean? There's some people obviously that are open to fix something toxic that they're doing, but maybe they shouldn't seek this type of help from young, pretty cute ladies that are just living in this world just like them, and probably go see a therapist, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but this one was just not valuable enough for me to feel the need to make him understand that, oh, this makes me uncomfortable, or oh, what you said there was actually quite unfair. I know that regarding some matters he was insecure, and usually I don't like to have insecure people around me, like within my entourage or whatever, because they do a lot of projection. And they may be aware of it and they may not be aware of it, but no matter what happens, it is not of your responsibility to bear it all in, because do know that it is going to impact you at some point. If it doesn't in the beginning, it is going to later on. So I choose to only hang out with people who are bad bitches. And that's kind of about it. The moment that someone says something about them that's like either like projection, obviously, or they're like, oh, like I'm so ugly and whatever and all that, I can't lie, guys, I can't bear those people. Usually when they say those type of stuff, like obviously in the beginning you want to be all nice and be like, no, you're perfect, you're amazing, but saying those stuff is never actually gonna get you anywhere with them. You kind of need to be like, yo, you need to wrap it up, this is not cute. And honestly, the more you're gonna say it, the more you're gonna believe it, and I'm gonna believe it as well, anyone actually. So don't even put it out to the world, because the universe is going to confirm that claim of yours, because you keep implementing it within your life, which at some point is going to cause your brain to go, oh well, I keep hearing it so much that it must be true, when it's not. I don't like to have those type of people around me. I'm like, I give that little disclaimer that's kind of harsh and like brutal, and being like, girl, you need to like wrap it up, like stop, like we're all beautiful, amazing people, and I don't like this talk, cut it off type of shit. And if they can't go beyond that, I'm not gonna lie, I just don't hang out with them anymore. So I just don't want to surround myself with like bullshit, because although you guys may see those type of comments as very innocent, like, oh, like I'm so ugly and I'm so and I'm not good enough and whatever, girl, I promise you it's gonna wear off onto you, and you're gonna start doing the same comments about yourself. And I value myself too much to start opting for those type of habits. So bye bye. That wasn't the main problem with this man, but that was one of them. So I was like, bye bye. So yeah, I usually don't care when confrontation is unbearable or whatever. It's more a question of, is it worth my time, which usually it's not, so I just ghost people. Okay, next question. I'm gonna be brutal again. Let's go. Are women are women more drawn to men who are good listeners, or men who make them laugh? Okay, I am sick of those type of questions, and I'm gonna tell you why. Why do I need to pick one or the other? Why do we normalize lowering our standards? Why do you want me to pick, oh, can he be nice and ugly, or so pretty but bullshit type of guy? Like, no, I actually want the best of both worlds. I want only good, kindness, and pure intentions within my life. Why do people keep asking those type of questions? Good listener or make me laugh? Bitch, I'm a greedy bitch, and I actually value myself a lot, so it's either full package or nothing. I'm this type of girl. If I start dating someone, it's gonna be dating for marriage for sure. So like, we're not messing around. Why is there two options and you're asking me to pick one? This man is gonna be the future daddy of my children, so do I want them to not be listened to, but he's gonna make them laugh? Or do I want them to feel listened, but they're gonna be bored out of their minds? Girl, if he's not good enough, bye-bye. You don't need to choose this or that. This is something we've normalized way too much. Just know that you're a dime, and that if he cannot build himself like the man he's supposed to be, then girl, he's not an option, and he just needs to work on himself. So that's a him problem, not a you problem. I'm greedy, so I want a good listener and someone who makes me laugh. Okay, this one is gonna be a little harsh again, and I never thought I would say this, but I've literally experienced it, so I'm talking off an anecdote. Let's go. Do you admire a guy after he chooses to be vulnerable and bear it all in front of you? Okay, so I have an anecdote with that one. Well, not an anecdote, but something that happened, I guess. I was talking to someone, and you know, within the first time we were hanging out and shit, we were already emotionally open to one another, talking about, you know, our family life and shit like that, and how we perceive the world and whatever. And that was actually super interesting and super reflective of us, and there was nothing really bad about that, right? So technically we were vulnerable with one another, but it was all going well. But then this person later on, after like all those talks and whatever that we had every time we saw one another, thinking back to the other question, I guess, he got vulnerable with me again, but on another topic, telling me that he used to be ugly in his childhood and whatever, and he was basically confiding to me about that. So it was more insecurities, I guess, than anything else. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I got the ick. Even though this man laid it all on the table, like he sent me pictures of him when he was younger, and he was like, yeah, like I was super unattractive and whatever and all that, and we already had those like emotional, like vulnerable talks, so like all of that had the check mark. But then we got onto this, like the whole, oh, I was kind of lame and as a teenager and whatever, and this is what I looked like, and I was not confident and whatever, and it gave me the ick. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I didn't like initially this man, man. I didn't find him physically attractive. We're just chilling, I guess. But I got the ick. So if you want to be emotionally vulnerable with me, it's not even emotionally vulnerable. Like, I kind of like spiritually vulnerable, you know what I mean? Like, talk to me about the world, talk to me about how you perceive the world and your values and your beliefs. Like, I like that. But then if you go out and about and be like, oh, this is what I look like, ooh, so lame, like, I need comfort, like, I got the ick, girl. And I was like, I wish you hadn't told me all of that, because it's putting you under a bad light, and I'm sorry to say it like this, but maybe you should have waited a bit longer, even though it had already been quite some time. I'm sorry, I'm just not attracted to people who keep telling themselves that they're ugly. Apparently the people that I used to hang out with were like that a lot, which is not cute at all. So that's why I want to like try to meet new people next year, because again, I just want bad bitches in my life. So that's my take on that. Okay, next question. How much do women pick up on the micro reactions, like slight eye movements, tone shifts, or pauses? We pick up on that shit like we're fucking radars. And even if you don't want to believe me and be like, no, like, I'm so slick, like, women never like notice when I do this, when I do that, when I kind of change the mood and the vibe and the whatevers, just know that our intuition is divinely guided. And I truly believe that. I've heard some women saying, I literally dreamt of his passcode in my dreams, and I woke up and it was right, and I saw the text of him cheating with me with another girl. So many anecdotes that every time makes you go, holy shit, we're kind of witches at this point. So if some of the women in your life don't pick up on the micro reactions, just know that no matter what, if you're bullshitting with her or whatever, or like keeping her around just for the attention, know that her intuition is gonna pop through. So don't try to hide anything. Be cut clear with everything you want and you expect from this woman, and everything should be fine. But let me tell you, we do notice all those stuff. The person I was talking to you about 2 seconds ago, I noticed some stuff, and it concluded in other stuff. But yeah, we're basically radars. Okay, next question. I don't know to how many I'm gonna respond to. Maybe that's gonna be the last one, actually. Okay, last question. Do you care if your partner is less ambitious than you? Okay, so me personally, I'm telling you guys, I'm looking for husband material. I'm not here to mess around. I don't want shitty little boys who are just running around lustful beings and not helping me in any way or making me feel good in any way. So of course I want a ambitious man. But let's say this man, given the point where we're talking to one another, we're already both very accomplished. Like, we're millionaires at this point. I hope I'm gonna be a millionaire one day, like. But anyways, let's say at this point we're both millionaires. We've both got like body goals and whatever. Like, our life is figured out. We've got amazing friend groups. We've each got good fun. We're on our best behavior, talking like gym wise and whatever. Like, all is going great. Then I don't mind him being, I don't want to say not ambitious, but like not rigorously keeping up with everything on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you've already got a full empire for yourself. Perhaps I would even want to just say, like, let's sit down and have babies right now. because I really want to be a mama, okay? I really want to be a mama bear. So if we've already got our shit figured out and we're like at this age and time where it's like, okay, well, what do you want me to do more? Like, I've already got, again, a full empire built for myself. We can literally just sit down, take the relationship nice and easy, and more have like a kind of bond that's full of amusement, let's say, because it's cute also to just have fun with your partner and not always be like about life. Personally, this is how I feel like I am in my early 20s. So if I were to meet, for example, this man like later on, there would be no need for me personally to keep up with that act. And if it's the same situation for him, then it goes both ways, you know what I mean? So it could be more of a like, let's have fun type of relationship, which I kind of like because it creates like cute little bonds and shit. Let's keep it simple. Let's be in a relationship for 1 year, then put a ring on it, baby's time, and I'm gonna be a mama. This is my dream. This is what I want to do. This was what I feel like I was born to do. Like, let's keep it simple. It's not complicated, girl. Like, we both got our shit figured out. Like, what do you want more? I want to be a mama. But let's say it's not the case, and we're both not financially, like, at our peak, and some stuff in our life is just not so stable and whatever. First of all, I can't even imagine dating someone or getting into a relationship in those circumstances. So I guess for me, it's you're either truly at your peak and we're doing this, I'm getting on the boat, let's do this, or you're not and things are not so stable in your life and I'm like, actually I don't want to say engage with this, but like commit to this. So it's a particular case for me because I won't stick with the bait if you're not Iron Man at this point. Okay, and that was the last question for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoy doing those type of videos because, look, if I can help out one girl with her stupid ass boyfriend, then goal accomplished, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you have any questions that's been trotting within your mind, leave a comment down below and tell me if you agree with me with everything that I said. And on that note, bisous! But in the last one that I did, well, I'm still editing that one. I'm actually done. Every time I want to relay the response to like my personal anecdotes, like I end up saying too much. I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, maybe if I respond to like dumb questions, then I'm still in the safe zone. I kind of need to like manage myself, but let's not manage myself today. I don't know if that's how you pronounce this word in English. I'm sorry, English is not my first language, but I'm acing it. Some people thought I was American. I thought I was American. No, never. I'm sorry. I'm not the same nationality as Trump. I can't. Please, give me a break. I'm Lebanese, okay? That's why I'm so good at languages. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, obviously, because I don't want to out myself again. Just know that I forgot the word. The word?